I'll see you.
What do we do?
Just keep holding to her. Don't worry about them. They're just paying the tax.
What tax?
You gotta pay a tax when you graze cattle on Comanche land. You know, God owned it. If you want to stay out of a gunfight, it's a pretty good idea.
Comanches can charge a tax.
It's their land. They can do whatever they want.
The only people who think this is America still live in Washington.
There's water in this straw. Push the herd to it. We'll make camp here. Carve one out for the cook first.
All right.
Yes, sir. I think she fancies those damn Indians.
I wouldn't waste too much time worrying about how that watch works, amigo. You ain't gonna figure it.
I like your horse.
Lightning. That's his name.
Why lightning?
Because that's how fast he is.
Show me then.
Where's she going?
They're gonna race.
Do what?
Shit.
The voice of reason has been muted.
Yeah, look at her face, honey.
I see it. Just don't want to see it fall off.
The one place you ain't got to worry about her is on the back of a horse.
Y'all ready?
Ain't you dropped your reins?
No, she let him go.
Lightning. Told you.
I think you are the lightning. Lightning with the yellow hair. Like a Quetzalcoatl, a hoppy the poppy. That's what I will call you. Lightning yellow hair.
What do I call you?
Sam.
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 Why, Sam?
That was the name of the man who killed my wife. I know because I made him tell me. And I killed him and took it.
Everything you see and everything you saw yesterday is my home. You're always welcome in it, Lightning with the yellow hair. You're home too now.
I felt no fear. It simply became another race. We fear what we don't know. I knew what would happen. I would win the race, or I would be killed. There was comfort in the simplicity of it. Even though I could hear hooves getting closer, I felt no fear. There's horror to every killing, even when it's justified. Even when I killed, I was horrified. But watching Sam kill is like watching a lion hurl itself into a deer. His fury is so magnificent. There was no time for horror. Not even for the men he killed. I questioned my mind. I wondered if I am the one who is dead, and this is all a dream. I watched him ride away and decided I must be awake. I must be alive. Then I chased after him.
like a Comanche.
That is a compliment, James.
I know how to steal horses.
Could come in handy someday.
You stick with me, well.
Oh, damn.
Tati wa itibo. Pichoko ma.
Oda pita. Natanika. Oda taibo.
Yeah, ha ha.
He says you ride too good for white man pants. He's right.
Got her some chaps. It's official. You all cowboy now.
I have no home. Which is to say, my home is everywhere.
I don't want to leave.
You want to stay.
I don't need to see mountains.
Mountains are worth seeing.
You said I should go.
I'm saying mountains are worth seeing. But you don't need wagons to see them. I can take you.
You've said it. You'll take me then. Where are you going?
I must offer your father something.
For what?
For you? Eat. Bite into it. His strength is your strength. Eko kutsi paita e hapere papi. Toha ja tarka ohikoa. Lightning with the yellow hair. Or thief and hunter.
killed a buffalo.
What is this?
It's for you.
Why is it for me?
What you doing?
I'm trading these things. Got no use for them anymore.
Elsa!
Stay in here. You don't want to see this.
Are you aware of what he's asking?
I'm aware. Take the horse, Daddy.
Young lady, I will not allow this.
You're not allowing it. I'm 18 years old. I'm allowing it.
You think being 18 makes you a woman?
Law thinks it does.
Don't just stand there, stop him. Shoot him! Do something!
I understood my mother's worry. My choices make no sense in her world, where customs and prejudice rule, where law cannot reach. There will be customs and prejudice here too, I'm sure, but they were born of this world and belong in it. To import the traditions of the place you fled, the place that failed you, is to condemn the place you seek, the same failures. I'll ride with you to Oregon. Then I know where to come if I ever need a place to start over. Maybe I'll just visit. Bring your grandchildren.
So, is there some form of ceremony?
No ceremony.
All I ask, have a ceremony. Say vows before God, so this at least has a chance.
He saved my life. Twice. Saved your husband's life, too. I don't need to ask God's permission to love him. God sent him.
Strong, fast.
Good horse for war, that one.
Where will she live?
My land is with Quanah Parker, south of the Wichita Mountains. I'll build her house if that's what she wants, but I think she would rather chase bandits with me.
She would. But she's young. Young change her minds. What if she changes her mind about you?
Then I will bring her back to you.
How will you find me?
White men think the world is so big because you fight against it when you travel. We move with it like the wolf.
It's small to us. I'll find you.
No chance you want to come to Oregon. I fought too hard for what land we have left. Doubt the fighting's over. I'll marry your daughter, but I still belong to the people, and the people belong to this land. We don't dare leave it. Maybe someday you find land to belong to, and you'll know what I mean.
How do you say I love you?
Kamakuntana.
Come,
Kamakuntana.
Kamakutana.
Pretty good.
How do you say my name?
Lightning with the yellow hair. Akakwitsi paita e hapita papi.
Kakwitsibahita uhabta papi. Teach me more.
Anadaka. Edie. Aka. Sunipa. Marai.
At least we have a path to follow.
How far to Fort Cassidy?
A couple of weeks. We might just pull this off.
Meet here when the flowers bloom.
When do the flowers bloom?
In your new home, it's April. Here it is June.
Meet you here in June.
Akakwitsi paita! Hapri papi! Tuparita etsikani maha! Tuparita otati! Watui kanaka! Tuparita kahika! Tuparita mui bui! Durunui pia! Tuparita kaha kahika! Akamakutra!
Felt their eyes move over me. Felt their pity and disapproval. And it meant nothing to me. The only thing that mattered was riding away. Just as I was riding away from him. As I pondered the new journey before me, making it back to him, they watched the tears run my cheeks, and I let them. I didn't turn my face or wipe them away. Tears we can't control. Sobs and weeps are little surrenders, and I will surrender nothing to the pain. Tears may flow, but I will not weep. I am the wife of a warrior now. Which is to say, I am a warrior, and warriors don't cry.
Or wasn't.